Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the governing body of the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom to the one third and the rest of the elect out there. First of all the praises, honor, and glory goes to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Baha Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of the Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the Akim pushing this gospel, this good news, the world over, in sincerity and in truth, risking their life for Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai's sake. Adawan Ratazar, that is to say, Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And yeah, man, okay, the tables are turning, okay, and these nations, man, they're ditching the US dollar, man, okay, switching to the US dollar. Sorry, they're ditching the US dollar. Salakia for the slip of the tongue, all right. So, how is an America, yeah, gonna sustain itself now, okay? Because Babylon cannot be healed, man. All right, that place is what $33 trillion in debt. All right, so it's circling the drain, meaning it's just downhill from there on. Okay, remember America is a consuming nation. All right, so they rely on other nations like China and import goods from them. Okay, they rarely export anything. Okay, so this is an article from Watcher.guru. Okay, and this was from November the 18th, 2023, the hopeful year that these prophecies come to pass. Okay, it says BRICS, which is an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, and there's around 40 countries as well that's you know opted to join the coalition of the BRICS. All right, okay, which is going against America. All right, the beast. It says India and Egypt ditch US dollar for trade. Okay. In the latest adherence to the BRICS de-dollarization efforts, India and Egypt have held discussions in attempts to ditch the US dollar within their trade relations. Indeed, Egypt was one of 6 nations invited to join the bloc at its 2023 annual summit. Now its trade with the original BRICS member is set to be settled in local currencies. India has been one of the most ardent supporters of the bloc's efforts to lessen international reliance on the US dollar. The nation had also requested that the US dollar be abandoned in trade relations with Ethiopia. Subsequently, it settled a landmark oil deal with the United Arab Emirates in local currencies. Okay, we know America gets a lot of its oil from Saudi Arabia. Okay, it's got a little bit of oil, but that's not enough to sustain the nation. So it gets its oil heavily from Saudi Arabia. Okay, many of it's goods from China. All right. So yeah, see if there's any more on this. India and Egypt, latest BRICS nations to abandon US dollar in trade. The BRICS economic alliance made geopolitical waves when it announced the inclusion of 6 new countries. Specifically, it welcomed Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Persia, Egypt, Ethiopia, and Argentina into its membership. Now the alliance is working to integrate the nations into its de-dollarization efforts. Subsequently, the BRICS bloc has seen India and Egypt as the latest nations to ditch the US dollar in trade. Specifically, reports state that Egypt's finance minister Mohammed Ma'at and India's ambassador to Qatar Ajit Gupti met to discuss the idea of local currency promotion. Okay, so this is where we're at, man. Right, and here's another thing. China actually owns some of the states within America, man. They even have their own police force set up over there. Okay, so we know the American influence is dwindling. Okay, it's dwindling. You know. So yeah, all this is basically leading to digital currency. Then ultimately to the digital all. Okay, a lot of things are gonna change very soon, man, for the worse. And this is all done deliberately by design. It's all done by design. All right. Because if China were to stop trading with America like that, wow, the economy would just go. All right. Because America relies on China for a lot of things. Just look up the things America exports from China or imports from China. You know, let's get the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 18. All right. Second Esdras chapter 6 verse 18, and it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh meaning near, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. This is the right one, I believe. I think it's this one. Or is it Second Esdras 6 and 18? Or 16 and 18? Right, bear with me. Yeah, that was the right one. Salakia. Alright. Second Esdras chapter 6, continuing on from verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. Alright, these tokens being signs. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. Okay. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. You know, your supermarkets, you know, your Walmarts, okay, grocery stores, okay. Because, you know, especially, you know, early in the morning, you have delivery trucks that bring in the goods, okay, all right. And there's going to come a time when there's going to be a lack of that, a scarcity of that, all right. So there'll be less food on the store shelves, things like that, okay. And when there's less things there, usually it goes up in price because, you know, it's more valuable, there's less of it, all right. So expect inflation and hyperinflation, all right. And this is something that we believe will happen next year, man. Okay, it's already really happening now, but it's going to intensify. And we know a draft, a military draft is coming, all right. You know, between the ages of 18 and 26, all right. Plus, you have major job layoffs as well. So many people will run out of money, all right, by January next year. Gonna possibly have an EMP attack too, all right. You know, people's monies are being taken from banks, all right, at random without them even knowing. Okay, and coming to the realization of it now. Okay, freezing bank accounts and assets as well. Right, come January, things will change for the worse, man. Okay, and we know that the real New Year is in spring. You know, when the flowers start to blossom, things start to grow. All right, not in the middle of winter. All right, but that's for another lesson. All right, verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Okay, so this time we believe is quickly approaching, man. All right, man. People are going to turn one against another. Insurrection, sedition. All right, people, you know, speaking out against the government, inciting, you know, all manner of things against the government, man. Upheaval. You know, that's all coming. All right. So these BRICS nations are developing and continuing in their current, you know, their digital, you know, currency development. All right, that's right. Because we all know everything's going digital. Okay, you know, so they're moving towards their own currency, and that's going to be a major blow for America and its economy. All right, because more and more nations are turning away from America. So yeah, we know the mark of the beast, the MOTB, the RFID microchip is coming faster. Okay. So yeah, death to the American dollar, and everybody's moving away from it, man. All right. So that's where we're at. So yeah, Lord willing, this lesson was informative and edifying. Okay. To the elect. In closing, Kal Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Kwam Yasharala, Wama Wath Lababal. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the Bayath Shah Dabadah, which is the house of David, being risen up in the last days. With that, Shalom.